Yo, hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Commandment of Patience, aka Ryan Trunky, back again with a new video. So today I'm gonna do what if Naruto was Madara Grandson part 5, so let's get started. So before we start, stay hydrated. Oh my god. So yeah, so the last time we stopped when I said human and fox can, after you ignore the concepts like bickering and death threats, they both liked and respected each other. So now, fine, I get it, furball. Naruto replied and continued walking to his ramen stand. Naruto was not really paying attention to anything around him until he heard a couple kids arguing about something. Getting curious, he looked closer. He found 3 kids around this age of 10, most likely academy students that were messing with a little girl. She looked like she was his age. She had a neck length and dark blue hair and white eyes, a trademark of the Hyuga clan. Deciding to help her, he ran up to them. So basically I choose the most famous shipments and classic one, Naruto x Hinata. So yeah. Hey, leave her alone, Naruto said, trying to get thugs away from the girl. Oh, a kid playing in a hero. Get lost before we hurt you too, they said, which made Naruto jump in front of them, shielding the girl. Deciding to prove his point, he'd adopt his bow style defensive stance. He left leg slightly ahead of his right, knees bent both hands and grasping his wooden bow in a down position. So he's trying to scare us, huh? Let's teach him a lesson, they said, and pushed forward. One of the boys sent his right arm forward, trying to punch Naruto. Naruto simply used his bow to strike the boy's hand out of the way. Naruto then flipped his bow, sending a strike to the boy's shin like an uppercut. Another boy tried to punch Naruto, which he ducked and used his bow to stroke the boy's leg, making him stumble forward, to which Naruto kneed the boy hard in the stomach, leaving him in the ground in pain. Naruto turned to the last boy, who froze his attack after seeing his friends effortlessly defeated. Picking up his friend, deciding to run away before he also got hurt. Naruto, turning to see the girl, he asked, "Are you okay?" Fine, thank you, the girl's stuttered. Naruto didn't know if she was afraid of him, but he guessed she was just shy. No problem, I'm Izuku Naruto. Wait, did I just say Izuku Naruto? I'm sorry guys. I'm Izuku. Oh fuck, I said it again. I'm Uzumaki Naruto. What's your name? He asked. And the girl, she replied, Hyuga Hinata. She replied, looking at her saber. Even though she was still young, she couldn't help but to blush and look down. Naruto was 6 years old, but was quite a good looking young man. Come on, let me help you up, he said, grabbing her hand and pulling her up gently. He noticed that she didn't have the cage bird seal in her forehead. He remembered hearing the Hyuga Hirus was his age, meaning that girl in front of him was Hirus to the Hyuga clan. She was pretty much Konoha little princess. Hey, I'm going to lunch at the Chiraku's, so you wanna come? He asked, to which Hinata slowly nodded. They walked together, and Hinata, seeing how the villagers glared at Naruto, wondered why the walk was calm. They didn't talk too much since Hinata was terribly shy. Arriving to the stand, Naruto ordered chicken ramen for both of them. Oh, Naruto, is this your girlfriend? A young girl from behind the counter asked in teasing manner. Her name was Ayami. She was in her teens. She had brown hair and eyes and pretty face. She was wearing simply clothes and had a white apron. No, nothing like that. We just met a couple minutes ago, he replied, blushing a bit. Even though he just met her, he couldn't see that she was actually quite pretty, and she would grow up to become a very beautiful woman. Hinata didn't say anything, she was just blushed really hard and looked away so that no one could see her. They talked a bit during their eating meals, When they were finished the food, the Hyuga member appeared and looked at Hinata. His name was Ko, a branch member of Hinata bodyguard. Hinata-sama, there you are, your father is waiting for you, he said, taking Hinata a hand and starting to leave. Bye, Naruto-kun, it was nice to meet you, she said, with Naruto gave her a foxy grin and looked at his meal to finish it.
Look like you got yourself a little vixen, huh?
The QB said while chuckling. She's not my girlfriend. Naruto thought, getting angry.
You say that now, but I'll see in a couple of years.
The QB said while chuckling. Perverted fox, he thought. After he finished the meal, he paid for it and left to his training. So, a few weeks later, Naruto was walking to his home. He had just finished his training and it was like any other day, painful. He was sore all over. During the last few weeks, he increased his taijutsu training and started with weapons. He could now use kunai and shuriken with deadly accuracy, and with the Sharingan he picked up quickly. During his training he managed to level up his Sharingan to level 2. Naruto now had 2 black tomoes in each eye and he was very proud of himself. He heard rumors of the Uchiha clan prodigy that managed to full master the Sharingan at the age of 8. Naruto said that he was going to fully mature it even sooner, and as fate would have it, Naruto didn't know how right he was. During his walk home, he sentenced 2 chakra signatures, moving quickly, though through the woods. Placing 2 fingers in the ground and focusing in their chakra, he found out that one of those chakra signatures belonged to his friend Hinata he met a few weeks ago. Wondering what she was doing this later in the day, he went in search for her. When he arrived near both of them, he saw shinobi. It was a Komo shinobi from his headband. He recognized this shinobi. It was the Komo ambassadors for the new alliance between Konoha and Komo. He noticed that he was carrying a bag in his bag, to which Naruto, sensing Hinata chakra, knew she was being kidnapped. Quickly throwing a couple of shurikens at the shinobi easily deflected them all and faced the attacker and was surprised it was a small kid. Hey kid, leave before I kill you. I'm a shonen. You are no match for me. The man said angrily, but it was true. Naruto was gaining level and he couldn't match a shonen power. However, Naruto was cunning. He knew that he needed to alert someone to come and help.
Naruto, switch with me. I'll send a fireball to the sky to alert the Imbu.
Naruto agreed and switched with the QB. The QB quickly went through a few hand seals, looked at the sky and yelled Koton Gakukyu no Jutsu, fire style fireball technique. The Komu shinobi was impressed. A 6 years old performing a C rank fireball technique. He shouldn't have chakra for that. Naruto just knew that he had to stall the man and activate his Sharingan. He didn't care if his secrets got out as long as Hinata stayed safe. The Komu shinobi decided to engage and quickly kill the kid to leave before the reinforcements arrived. The Komu shinobi threw a couple shuriken and yelled Shuriken Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. The shuriken multiplied to a few dozen. Naruto couldn't deflect them all and jumped to the left, to which the enemy was waiting to kick him hard in the stomach and punched in the face. Naruto crashed in a tree and fell to the ground, clutching his stomach in pain. The Komu shinobi walked to Naruto thinking he just won. After all, it was a small kid. Then he noticed his eyes. They were the Sharingan and he thought, an Uchiha, Ryusuke and Hyuga, how ironic. But still, I'll take him too. 2 bloodlines are better than 1. and the Sharingan is one of the most powerful. The shinobi went to grab Naruto by the neck but stumbled forward when he noticed that it was like a bunshin. Naruto took his opportunity to removing his weight and channeling a bit of Kyuubi chakra. His body couldn't take much right now. Charged like in a burst of speed to the shinobi with a kunai in his hand and pressing his kunai against the man's chest, effectively killing him. The Komo shinobi wondered how it happened. How could a kid this age be so fast and defeated him? And then he noticed his like blood red eyes with the 3 black tomoes in each eye glowing and spinning. The shinobi fell to the ground dead. Naruto knew he just killed the enemy and was his first kill, even though he was ashamed of what he did. He needed to do it. The man wouldn't leave without Hinata and he had to protect her. Growing up alone turned up and made Naruto overprotective. He would firstly jump and destroy another village to protect his friends, since he never had any. The few he would give his life to protect. Getting up slowly, he stumbled a bit forward, looked like that kick broke a few ribs. Walking to Hinata, he opened the bag and Hinata saw her savior for the second time. It was the blonde kid she met a few weeks ago. She then quickly jumped and hugged the slice and started crying. "Oh, it's okay, you're safe now. I won't let anyone hurt you," he whispered to her, to comfort her. She was hugging him when the reinforcements arrived, led by Hyuga Hiyashi, the Hyuga clan leader, and he saw what happened. Apparently the demon brats killed the Komo shinobi and saved his daughter. He walked to the Naruto and yanked him from Hinata. "Stay away from her. Even though I appreciate what you did, I would like if kept your distance from her," Hiyashi said in a cold and hard tone, grabbing Hinata's hand and leaving. He said, "You are still weak. You are too soft and almost indeed to be kidnapped. You are unworthy of being the higher of the clan," he said and left without even letting Hinata saying goodbye to Naruto. The Hokage arrived a few minutes later and the Impo told him what happened. His eyes widened when he noticed it was Naruto who saved Hinata and managed to kill a Komo shinobi. "Naruto, are you alright? How are you feeling?" The Hokage asked concerned. The first kill was the hardest and sometimes broke shinobi and ended their career before it even started. "It's alright, only a couple of broken ribs, but the furball will take care of that. Even though I feel bad that I killed him, I knew it was the only option I knew. I needed to delay him as much as I could, and if opportunity presents itself, kill him. So don't worry about me. It's the life of the shinobi after all," Naruto said with a weak smile that the Hokage coughed. "I understand, Naruto. Don't worry, tomorrow come see me and I'll give you the payment of the B rank mission for this," the Hokage said, ruffling his hair, and Naruto nodded and started to walk home. Even though he killed a man tonight and managed to save Hinata, and actually he broke the Uchiha Prodigy record. "Look like I got my Sharingan matured at the age of 6, he said to himself, chuckling as he went home to a very long night of sleep. So this is it, the part 5 of What If Naruto Was Madara grandson. So yeah. So basically, can we get, let me try test something. Can we get at least 200 likes on this video? If I get 200 likes on this video, I will start recording the next series that you want. Leave a comment about what series I will upload next, and yeah.